Well, as tensions in the region persist, joining us to discuss the situation, as well as the prospects for a better reality in the coming years, is Colonel Miri, a senior fellow at the International Institute for Counterterrorism. Colonel Eisen, welcome to the show. To start, we're in the early days of a new U.S. administration and one seemingly very committed to resolving some of these issues in the Middle East. We've already seen the ceasefire efforts in Gaza. But how likely is it that Trump will oversee a successful phase 2 or 3 of this hostage deal?
I think he's very involved, and when you start with an involvement, it's hard to pull back. This isn't only about Israel. Egypt is involved. As we know, Qatar is involved, and in that sense, and you have behind that also Saudi Arabia. If you want to present something new and different in the Middle East from the former administration, and President Trump wants to present something new and different and immediate, then what you need to get past is the hostage deal. Israel cannot move on until all 94 of our hostages who were taken in the past are back home. And I think that Trump will be involved because of that.
Now, President Trump's first call to a state leader is to Mohammed bin Salman, of course, the Saudi leader. We learned that yesterday. Trump has also been outspoken about pursuing Israeli-Saudi peace, but the Saudis have insisted on a Palestinian state thus far. Can these two demands be met?
We always have the rhetoric, what people say, and then there's the actual reality. The Abraham Accords are something that were already done. They're already here with us. We have full diplomatic ties with the Emirates, with Bahrain, challenging, but still have with Morocco. So the fact that Saudi Arabia now says as a condition, that's words. I'm not sure that's a condition. For example, it could be about a commitment in the future for a better future for the Palestinians. Emily, I think we're all going to agree that we want a better future for the Palestinians. That's good for all sides. I don't think that the Sauds of all of the countries are in any way interested to have a country that would be ruled by Hamas. Hamas, Muslim Brotherhood are just as much as a threat for the Sauds as they are for us.
Now, when it comes to Iran, President Trump will be implementing a slew of measures, including sanctions against the regime. And we already see the regime suddenly making urgent efforts for negotiations over their nuclear program. What can we expect to see from Trump in the coming months when it comes to dealing with Iran? And do you think that will impact Israel?
The only subject I really have no idea where this administration is going to is on Iran. Iran has built over the last few years, not just during the war itself, a stronger relationship with Russia, a stronger relationship with China and with North Korea. Now, President Trump has also made very separate statements about Russia, China, and North Korea. We don't tend here to see that connection, but Iran certainly does. So I don't know where the president will go. Is Iran going to be the weak link, the place where they're going to be willing to take so that they can do things with Russia, with China, with North Korea? I don't know. I do think that no matter what we're looking at, the president is committed, I do believe this, in Iran not achieving nuclear capabilities. But I'm not sure what the path is to be able to stop that will be his.
Well, one of the actions that we saw Trump take yesterday was that executive order to redesignate the Houthis as a terrorist organization. We'll have a story on more on that later. But I wanted to ask you, what is the impact? Why is it important that these nations designate some of these organizations, be it the IRGC or the Houthis in Yemen? Why is it important to designate these organizations as terror groups?
We're in a world right now where Israel is the one being stigmatized and delegitimized. We really need to get back on track. And I so support not just the fact of the Houthis, but other aspects. President Trump is supposed to be redesignating Hamas and Hamas supporters in the United States of America as something that needs to be outlawed. Hamas is a terror organization. You can't support it in the United States and just say that because of freedom of speech. It's about the freedom of speech, the flags that we see. The Houthis are a bigger challenge for the world, and they need to be called out. They are on an international shipping route, and they have made that shipping route something which is both dangerous, something that the prices worldwide have gone up. They need to be designated as such so that the world takes care of it.
All right, well, we are out of time, but I want to thank you, Colonel Miri Eisen, for joining us as always.
Thank you so much.